we're gonna actually start with some ASMR sound effects. This is an ASMR stream as well. We're tired. We're gonna just play video games. Oh god. I'm tired of waiting. Let's get into the game. Come on. There we go. It's capturing it. Car ear mode. In the treehouse. Wow. Interesting. Ow, I popped my neck. Oh, that's actually kind of good. It's good and bad when you pop your neck. Feels good. Sounds bad. Let's go ahead and buy a little bit of the soaps that I haven't already bought, like glass. I haven't bought any glass soap. Okay. And we'll buy this as well. We got the money. I mean, heck, I could just buy everything. They don't have anything there yet. Cool. Ooh, back of the Sanyuki too. How surprising. Oh, I have to get the sides. Nope, sides are getting got. Okay, well the sides were getting got. Of course it was that crack. That was the problem. Ah. A camera. This is like the most powerful camera I've seen. Let's bust the lens. It won't let me bust the lens, it's too powerful. Let's see what this sign says. Lost cat. Yeah, it's the whole thing with the mayor's cat being gone or whatever. Whoa. That's the button I meant to press, yeah. We can clean this butt plug up good. It's not a butt plug. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, we already got the middle one on. That's good. That's great. Sorry, I'm still like half asleep. Work has been really shitty. I mean, it's like, work, shitty? Try telling me something that's not a redundancy, but like, really work sucks more than usual. Like, I'd been told at work that it's like, yeah, we're gonna need people to start going home, like staying home on Fridays. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, everyone who's not full-time, and it's like, okay, that's no big deal, whatever. I'm not full-time, but, like, I don't mind having to go home early. It's no big deal. Turns out I may have been the only one told this. And that's kind of infuriating. So I'm going to go in tomorrow and find out, was I the only one told this? And if I was, why? And do I have to quit now? And they're like, oh, don't quit. And I was like, well, then, maybe don't try to make me stay home when nobody else is going to be made to stay home. Yeah, it's some real shit. I'm really mad about this, in case you couldn't tell. Not only am I quite mad, I'd say it's quite reasonable that I'm this mad about this. Kinda wish I had people that I could rant to about this that weren't my fucking family. Not to hate on those guys, but god damn. I just need to talk to other people. Wait, that's a whole separate section. I was not expecting that to be a whole separate section, I'll be honest with you. Change that for the multi-purpose soap, yeah. Actually, there's no need to do that. Because this is doing just as well. And this is why we need to play relaxing games. Because the work is being shitty. It would be one thing if it was just like regular work shittiness. Like, you know, oh, you know, work sucks, I know, kind of shittiness. But this is more than that. The fact that I mentioned it to some of my other coworkers, and only then did I find out that, well, apparently it's optional. It's like, what? It's optional? I am, to put it lightly, furious. I don't know what you might be thinking, like, wow, that's putting it lightly. Woo! I'd hate to see it put heavy. Indeed you would. Oh! Missing some gunk over here. I never got this gunk. I saw it and never went for it because I'm stupid sometimes. I'm just really fucking mad about this. I don't even know what else there is to say about it other than that's like, if that is what they were trying to do, if they were just trying to make it so that it's like, well, it's only me and I can, you know, whatever, then that's I think that's a reason to quit, honestly. I think that's a completely valid and good reason to quit. Which is a shame because, except for that, like, this job has been better than my other job. Like, I don't want to kill anyone at this job, but I definitely wanted to kill people at my last job. That's why I don't work there anymore. Because, you could work somewhere where you want to kill people, or you could work somewhere where you don't want to kill people. And I think working somewhere where you don't want to kill people is better, like, for your mental health than working somewhere where you do want to kill people. I mean, you can say I'm crazy if you will, but I just think it's better that way. For me, as a person. I'm joking, by the way. If you try to call me crazy about that, like for that, whereas me saying that having a job where you don't want to kill people is better than one where you do, I'm going to, I don't know, ban you from the chat. Unless you're saying it on YouTube, in which case I don't know what I could do on YouTube. And you're probably going to say it on YouTube because there's nobody here to say anything right now. Alright, press the wrong button. You ever see someone post cringe and you're like, how is this person not losing subscriber? In this specific instance, I am thinking of MatPat from Game Theory. How is Game Theory still have subscriber? How is Game Theory not lose subscriber? They are posting cringe 24/7. Like, it was one thing, like, I enjoyed watching the Five Nights at Freddy's video before it turned out that the Five Nights at Freddy's man was a huge shithead. And I enjoyed that because, like, he's always pulling speculation, and every time something new was released, it, like, contradicted everything that he had said the previous time, and it was like, and he was like, oh, no, but it doesn't actually contradict what I said, and it's like, but it did, though. You can say all you want about it not contradicting what you said, but it totally is contradicting what he said. I have no idea. I have not been paying attention to any of the meters. I've just been spraying. Got lost in the sauce. The sauce being water. Luckily, I'm not getting lost in the beverage. Because a beverage is specifically not water. By definition, a beverage is not water. Like, it shouldn't have been surprising that the Five Nights at Freddy's guy was a far-right nut job, given that originally he was making, like, Christian animations, but, like, it's disappointing. Every time it says roof underside, I swear it's saying roof undertale, and I'm like, okay. And then of course there's the problem of me just seeing that and thinking, oh, okay, that sounds right. It's like, no, it doesn't. Ooh, roof trim cleaned. I gotta clean the eaves. Like from WALL-E. Everybody remembers the Pixar film WALL-E, right? Classic movie at this point. I still remember when that movie was new, so it's like, I mean, I know that this is one of those like, you're getting old now things, but like, it legit fucks me up to think of like that, where that's like, that was a, that was a new movie. I remember that being a new movie. Yes. Oh. Cool. Oh, cool. That was unexpected. I'm glad it turned out the way it did, but what was the button I meant to press? I meant to press the rotate button. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, my arms hurt. It's just because of the position I'm sitting in, which is very conducive for my back to relax, but it's not very conducive for my arms. Let's go ahead and grab my glass soap, because why not? Wow. Are we ever gonna get any glass that's like really filthy to the point of like it's not like just a quick spray with the glass soap? Because god dang, that's like disconcertingly easy. skunk was. This is good. I enjoy this. You know, I just thought of it again. The idea of people standing is so fucked up. Like, I mean, I'm no great fan of Marshall Mathers, but I'm pretty sure Stan is a cautionary tale. Like, don't be like Stan. He had problems, and he didn't have the money to get them sorted out. Otherwise, you know, Stan would be like, oh, you know, it's a great tale. It's a tale of bettering yourself, being like, hey, you know, I was obsessing over this musician or rap star or whatever the hell. Obsessing over this person, and now I'm not. I got better. And you can too. I mean, I know that Stan is a fictional character in this case, but like, the idea still stands that, like, you don't want to be like that character. But people will go out of their way to refer to themselves as a Stan. And it's like, okay. There we go. Like, people who stan Minecraft YouTubers, it's like, and then there's shit like shipping, like, that's weird when you start doing it with real people. Like, if it's fictional characters, you know, whatever. That's nothing. I mean, if they were real, if they were real, yeah, that'd be like, maybe don't do that. But like, which is especially once again why Minecraft YouTuber stands is such a weird thing, because it's such a big fucking fandom of the one guy, and they're so willing to jump on defense of this guy. Oh, that's another fun part about it, is about the shipping bit, is like, a lot of media only has straight white guys, so you'll see shipping of like straight white guys in non-straight relationships all the time, because they're like, oh, I love the dynamic, I love the relationship dynamic, but it's like, it's not that kind of relationship dynamic, girl. You gotta just, seriously. Yo, these are some big footprints that I just noticed. This guy got Bigfoot visiting his house, and he don't even know it. I'm gonna say this. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about the thing I've been talking about before I got distracted by the giant footprints, which is, if I ever become part of something huge like that, I'm going to be conflicted if someone tries to put me with a straight white guy. Like if the shippers come and try to ship me with a straight white guy, which is, white guy, ugh. Just a guy in general is the sort of ugh for me. But straight, it's like, okay, that's good for me emotionally, that this person who has decided to ship me with someone I know, which is weird, but which is already starts out as weird, but they're kind enough to not see me as a guy. Probably. If they do that and then call it gay, then I hate you. Or I hate them. I got all that stuff. Actually, let's just see how good the widest one does. Oh, the wide one does a pretty good job of getting all this stuff up. I guess I probably should have been doing this stuff from the, like, before I started doing the floor. It's fine. I just realized something really cool actually about that. This is actually the last thing I'm gonna say about that stuff, which is, that whole culture around like standing and shit isn't gonna happen to me, because I'm not a guy. It's like, oh, thank God. Because every time stands come about, I'm not a guy, and I'm also not a singer. Anytime stands come about, they're one of two kinds of people, or they are for one of two kinds of people. Either, like, guys, generally like white boys, or singers. Ooh. Crossover with the Laika film? No, probably not. Crazy to think that Laika, the company that's doing like most of the like stop motion animation stuff that you'll see nowadays, is like essentially the very same company like that started doing like stop motion animation. It was bought out, and then the guy who started it was like, yeah, I quit. This sucks. He just didn't like getting bought out because they're still making really great movies. And you think like, oh, so it was bought out. And then another thing I've learned about it is not only was it bought out, the like owner more or less gave it to his son. So it's like, oh great, some corporate idiot who doesn't know anything. But no, they're just still out there making good movies. They just changed the name, which is honestly cool, really cool in fact. Oh god. Oh, okay. I was like, oh man, there's still so much more. Like, is there that much on the other side? But no, I'm just, they're on the outside of it. But no, there's not that there's that much on the outside of it. It's that I just missed an entire section. I just shudder to think that if I was just a little younger and a little more online whenever I was or a little more online when I was that young, I could have ended up being in stan culture. And it's like, oof. I'm glad I avoided it. Oh, unlike the railing, this one is the whole thing. There's no split in the middle. Oh, ow, I just popped my elbow. I'll be honest, I thought that the green stuff was sludge because I was, because it looked like sludge. It didn't look like leaves. It looks like, as Griffin said last time I was playing this, unnatural. It looks unnatural. And I agree with him. Damnation. I don't know what stan culture I would have got caught up in, but I would have. There's a reasonable chance. A non-zero chance, if you will. Or if you won't, because I will. Or rather, I didn't. And I think that that's a good thing. And you know, see, another thing with the Minecraft YouTubers guide is, like, I actually watched that guy's videos for a little bit, and then it's like, they got too formulaic, and I'm like, okay, this actually sucks. It was interesting the first time, but, like, oh, I also watched the video where one of his friends is colorblind, because I'm always looking for that. I'm like, oh yeah, colorblind, hell yeah. You know how it is when you're looking for people that are in a similar situation as you. I mean, I guess this, you know, I said earlier this was ASMR, but I've been kind of loud about this, so I don't think it counts as ASMR anymore. Dang. Oh well. We're gonna get quiet again because I'm tired of talking. I feel every time I talk, I feel I'm making a fool of myself. Perhaps I should get therapy, but you know how it is living in America, and you're high enough above the poverty line that you don't get free insurance, but you're not high enough, or you're close enough to the poverty line that you don't get free insurance, but you're also close enough to it that you can't afford the regular stuff, so you're kind of just fucked. Fucked by the American healthcare system, non-consensually. I hate them. I hate whoever decided that this was the way to do things. Again, I thought that the green stuff was sludge. The heck? Oh, it's a table. Oh my god, this is so much easier. Like, I understand liking Minecraft. I understand liking YouTube, but like, man, I'm back on that again. I'm just thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about why are Minecraft YouTubers so popular like that? Like, popular? Sure. Once again, as I said, I like Minecraft. I understand liking Minecraft. I understand liking YouTube. I understand liking Minecraft YouTubers. But, like, to the point where, like, all those people are at, like, how do you get that far? How do you get that, that wild? This soap has the longest, or has the widest area of effect. Great. Once this in my way. Left it in my way on purpose, it did. I tell you what. Also, another thing that I thought of is it's always kind of weird when a fan base, like, culminates in, like, you know, where its primary fans who are, like, of a certain age group will, like, where there's just a divide. Like, adult fans of 2012's My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Like, if you were an adult fan of that and you were a guy, there's two ways you went with that. You either are now a, not a guy, or you are a Nazi. There's, like, almost no in between. Oh, another option is, or you weren't that big of a fan of the show. And I don't mean figuratively when I say the other thing. When I say the one that I didn't become, I mean they literally did. It's like, how do you watch a show like that and, like, that's how you end up? Well, I guess there's sort of an in-between where you're just, like, you know, normal, but, like, like I know there were, like, dudes who did not, like, become girl or Nazi, but, like, It's just such a weird dichotomy. Like, I get how this show can make one of them, but like, how did the other one come to be? How did the people who like hate everyone come to be from that? Like, I guess maybe it was just sort of they were already there because they were on a different place. Like, you know what? I think honestly it was probably just the divide of 4chan, or did you go to 4chan or Tumblr for it? And lucky me, I went to Tumblr. Which I know some people will be like, "Oh, lucky you went to Tumblr." And it's like, yeah. Tumblr's great now. There's like all the weird crap is gone. That's all on Twitter. Like, I guarantee you, if Tumblr hadn't done the thing they did where they were trying to get rid of the porn bots, but in turn they just got rid of all the people who were who didn't. They didn't get rid of the porn bots is the thing I'm saying, but the thing they did that was intended to do that, when they did that, all those people went to Twitter. Like, if they hadn't done that, Minecraft's YouTube stands would be on Tumblr. Exclusively on Tumblr. And then there's TikTok, which is just growing its own Tumblr, I guess. But like, without help from Tumblr. Like, everything on Twitter that you see that's like, oh, this is like Tumblr from 2016, that's because 2016 Tumblr is literally there. But like on TikTok, you see it, they just did that on their own. Like when they have the bone thief, I guess they have a person who's having bones and is like, oh, well, like human bones, and it's like, Tumblr did this already, guys? But it's like, they don't know that because they're on TikTok and they never used Tumblr. And that's just really crazy. Why am I talking about social medias again? I do this sometimes when I'm tired or confused. Is like, I just talk about things that kind of interest me, like the similarities between Tumblr and Twitter and TikTok, and I'm gonna be real with you, Tumblr is my favorite of all the social medias. Easy. Nice. That's the wrong button that I was pressing. Yeah. right. Spray that stool, baby. Chair. Yes, all the chairs and tables are done, baby. Oh, are you kidding me? This is nonsense. A whole area I missed because the freaking step stool was on top of it. Oh my. This is very uncomfortable just sitting on the floor like this. I forgot. My arms are going numb because of the this is terrible. I'm mad at Griffin again. Even though it's been so long since he did this that I completely forgot about it. And I just go with it anyway because, like, what else am I gonna do? Not stream? Well, I want to be a big streamer at some point. I would love to do that. So I'm not gonna not stream. Speaking of, if you're on Twitch right now and you're like, hey, this is actually really fun to watch, maybe leave me a follow. It'd help me to do this more often. You know how I was bitching about my job earlier? It would make it so that happens less. Or rather, when that does happen, it'll make it so that when that does happen, I am bitching about Twitch. It's like, yeesh. Can you believe what these Twitch morons are doing? Gosh. Like, I can complain about Amazon and Twitch right now. Like, Jeff Bezos and his going to the moon, and how he totally didn't take his idea. He totally didn't have the plan to say that, you know, he was planning on moving his all the production into space. He definitely didn't plan that beforehand. Totally didn't. No. You see, he experienced that effect because he was up there for 10 minutes and he was like, man, the Earth is so small and fragile. The things they all say. You know how it is when they say that. Yeah, I mean, you do know how it is when they say that. Whenever they have the pale blue dot effect, I believe it is referred to as. When people go to space and they're like, wow, I'm a fan of the Earth now. It's so cool. Really cements in your head that there's, like, no borders. All that's man-made. Like, I mean, you can know that already, but, like, it sort of cements it in your head that that's how it goes, that that's the facts. It's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, there really is no borders. There's none of this is real. It's all stuff made up by people who just, like, what? Want money? Oh god, oh no. Oh, I was joking when I started spraying off the underside. Oh no, oh god. We have a smaller one? Oh, that's so cool. I'm excited for this. There we go. Oh, it's just work and stuff. I forgot that I made that the title. I'll be honest. Not really anymore. I guess I probably should change that title, oughtn't I? Well, you know, it's doing about how it is. I got a little shocked when I noticed that the underside of this has to be cleaned. It's like, oh boy, that's a big. Oh, get the heck out of here! I want the big one. I honestly don't know. I just, give it up. I don't know how to respond. There's no reason to be. I don't know. I never really thought about it. It's just the one that sort of fits. It feels right. I don't know how to explain that one. Yeah, it's more or less that, but it's just like I don't know how I couldn't put it into my own words. It's just sort of the more or less the textbook definition, if you will. It can be like that sometimes. When you get down to minutia things like that, it's like, well, how is that different than this one? It's like, well, it's this small qualifier. Like, how is pan different than bio? It's like, well, it's got a few qualifiers, but like, I just fell off the edge. But like, to some people, it's exactly the same, and to some people, there's no difference. Or, bleh. I meant that the other way. Sometimes to some people, it's exactly the same. Yeah. Yeah, work. Just generally work sucks. It's sort of that sort of stuff. That's no problem. It's just how it is. It's the nature of the world we live in, as it is currently. Not the base nature, but the way that the world has been structured. Things are like that. Stupid camera. Can't place it where his camera is. There we go. Yeah. Almost fell off there. Glad I didn't. It was just sort of one of them satisfying type things, you know? It's just like you see it and it's like, oh, there you go. It's like it gets done. And it's like, oh, yeah. And then at the end it has a big time lapse that shows everything getting done real fast. And it's like, oh, yeah. And, you know, it's just sometimes things are like that, you know? It's like, well, what is fun about it? And then you try it and it's like, oh, that's actually quite fun. Oh yeah, we got them rails. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if that's what it is whenever I'm playing it, but like whenever I just sort of, this is every once in a while my go-to for like, oh, here's what I'm playing, we'll switch. Like 4 or 5 months ago it was Animal Crossing, because it's like, oh, that's just a game I've been playing and trying to get like everything in, so I'll play that. And then it was Minecraft for a little bit, because like, well, the update came out and there was some other stuff about it and it's like, oh, that's fun, I like doing that. And now it's this one. Yeah, can't disagree with that. It's very, like you dig up a fossil and it's like, okay, I dig up 4 of these every day, and you gotta be like, yo, I found a fossil, like you've never found one before in your life. And you can have the whole museum done and it's like, oh, you gotta spend like 5 seconds watching your character celebrate about collecting it. about collecting a bug that you have caught like 700 times. I can't disagree with that. That's just... And then there's the problem of like too many things in it are like random chance. Like, I don't know if I'll finish the museum, but like, exclusively because of the what is it? The paintings, the artwork, because he only comes like maybe once a week, and then even when he does, like the chance of him having something genuine that you don't have gets smaller and smaller every time, and so it's like, oh my god, sometimes you gotta wait like 10 weeks, and he'll show up 3 times, and one of those times he'll have something that you need. Oh yeah. And there's fakes and genuines, and you gotta have like guides and menus on how to make sure that they're the genuines, or have a degree in art history, which I don't. Yeah. And they're like, just sometimes they'll be like slightly different, and sometimes they'll be like blatantly different. And except in the original Animal Crossing, there was no way to tell if it was fake or real. You just had to be like, oh hey, I'm gonna buy that one because that's one I don't have. And if it was fake, you got told like, oh, I'm sorry, this is actually a fake. And it's like, ah, damn that guy. And I think it was the second one actually that they introduced the concept of like, oh yeah, actually you can tell when they're fake or not. You personally can tell. But like in the first one, you could not tell. They were identical, except for if you took him to Blathers, he'd be like, oh, actually this is fake. I don't know where you got this, but it's a fake. Our museum can't take this one. Sorry. It's like, great. Oh, and then there's also other things like, in the most recent one, you can get artwork from villagers, but it is always fake. They cannot send you genuine artwork. Like, yo, saw this and thought of you. It's like, oh, so you think I'm a fake, huh? Yeah, it's so annoying. Though it is funny though, because I have one of the fake statues that was given to me by one of the villagers. I have it just sitting outside his house. That's the great part about being able to put the statues and all the stuff outside now. It's just sitting outside his house, looking in. And there's nothing you can do. And he doesn't care either. That's another problem, is that they don't care. Oh, except if you try to give them, like actively give them a fake painting, they'll be like, this is a fake. I can't accept a fake painting. But you have to accept a fake painting, because, well, it'd be rude to tell your animal villagers no. Yeah. It's kind of funny sometimes, though. Kind of funny. Oh, there's a lot of things to do in Minecraft, like... What I personally usually do in Minecraft is, I just try to get materials to build large things, but like, it can take a long time to get those materials. No, I play on the Bedrock edition, which is for consoles, so, so those do not get mods. they have things similar to mods, but you have to pay money for them because people made them and... Yeah. Some people really like the mods, and some people are like, oh, I just want to play it regular. And both have their merits, because, like, if you play it regular long enough, it'll eventually... Some of the stuff that's in mods actually has been added. Like, a lot of features were originally from mods, like, horses in general. Horses are a big thing in Minecraft, sort of, but they were initially from a mod. And instead of doing what a lot of people would do, which is they'll just, like, or what a lot of big companies would do, which is just take the mod. Yeah, and there's, like, some mods that it's like, oh, you know, this is something that they wouldn't add, like, here's just a zoom key feature. And it's like, they have an item that zooms in for you, but, like, why bother with that when there's a zoom key feature? So many people would ask, but, like, it doesn't work where you can't get mods, you can't do that, so I think it's great, because I don't play like that. Come on, where am I missing on this thing? Right, L. Oh boy. Alright. Ooh. I really don't have anything more than the textbook explanation, which is like, you know, you gotta feel like a strong emotional bond. It says that the chill tag is for if you're doing like a chill stream, and so I guess I was just doing that because I was like, oh, you know what, this is me playing this game. I'm playing to have a good time, and so I was trying to be chill about it, but then I started complaining about work. I am having a good time. I hope you are also. So the story behind that is when I was a kid, we would have like this. My mom had like a list on the wall for shopping stuff, and my younger brother kept wanting cherry Pop Tarts, and he would put it on, and it always looked like it said chubby Pop Tarts, and I like that. That's funny. So that's where the term came from. Ironically, I was never a fan of the cherry Pop Tarts. I understand how that is. That's good. That's good. Being a boring if your chat isn't having a good time, it's like, dang. I need to rethink how I'm doing stuff. Oh yeah, you said that. You said that. That's fine. Oh, cool. Each panel is individual. Oh, I'm on the stairs. That was this is like every time you start one of these, it'll have like the tools like ladders and scaffolding that you might need to clean everything, to get everything clean. So that was me moving the scaffolding to a point where I could use it better. Oh, that is a Jinjo from, I'm pretty sure it's a Jinjo from Banjo-Kazooie. I've just been using that as an avatar or profile picture on, like, basically every website for years, so, I felt no need to change it for Twitch. Especially since it's from a video game, like, dang. Didn't even think about that till right now, like... Oh yeah, it's a good one. One of my favorite games of all time. What am I hitting that it's making me go up and change my angle? Let's go ahead and crouch that way. Yeah. No, my mouse moved. I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of annoyed by some of the weird things that this game does, like with the weird bit where I went up for some reason. I did not go up, but it says I did. Oh, like, there was, like, a small little hill or something down there, and I just went up and, like, I hit the hill, apparently, and I didn't even see it, because the area over there looks flat, and so I was like, what did I hit? What am I walking over? And so it sort of skewed my angle. Yeah. What in particular could I talk about in this situation? Ouch. Ow. I appreciate that. Ow. That's how much in-game currency I have that I can use to buy upgrades or like buy stronger ones. Like this is the starting one, this is the second one, and this is the one I'm currently using. You make that just by doing the jobs in the game. You finish a job every time you finish a section. It gives you more money, and You know, you can buy more of those. You can buy different heads. Like, oh, this one's a longer hose or a longer barrel, and this one's an even longer barrel. Or oh, this one can shoot soap. And you can also buy the soaps. I should probably just buy them all because I have the money to, but I don't want to because I'd waste them. There we go. That's what I'm missing with the joist. Ah, now I see, now I see. I mean, that's the thing is like, so with this one, with this longer barrel, if I can't spray right next to it, but if I take off the barrel, I can spray right here. And if I put on the medium one, then like the shorter the weaker guns, there's almost no reason to have a weaker gun at later points in the game, where you're it can help you see things a little clearer, like you're a little closer to it. It's like, oh, okay, so that's what I'm missing there. Like right now, I might want to get up there so I can see what I'm missing up there, because like I can't otherwise. Oh, and sometimes you're just in an area where you just straight up can't actually get the stuff. Unless you're at a specific angle. There we go. This is at the start of the mission and I missed it. I think there are buttons you can press. Oh, you can hold 2 and that'll open up a thing there. But you can use the scroll wheel to scroll through the like the different heads. And I don't know about the I mean, for what it's worth, the little menu that you open up is pretty quick and easy to deal with. The regular one, like this one. It's annoying whenever you are trying to press, however, the button that does this, that rotates the, rotates your head, your nozzle, and it is right next to E. Yeah, yeah. And when it comes to buying stuff, there's no way around the shop menu being cumbersome. The problem is, as I was mentioning, and as I did there, this menu and the rotate button right next to each other. So I have pressed the other one, trying to do the other multiple times. Yeah. Right there. Oh gods. Startled. It is just Griffin. Hello, Griffin.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't even know if this has a feature like that. The only way I know to reset is to load up the mission in free play mode. then you can load it up in free play mode, and if you have the, you can play the earlier missions with stuff that you wouldn't have had the money to unlock yet. So that's pretty cool, I thought. Up here at one point, and then I just moved on to other things. That's what I was trying to do. Stand up. Oh yeah, they're great. I like them. Yeah. I mean, sort of like, there's a lot of things. Like, I like, I mean, I like playing video games. I mean, that's something yeah, yeah. I would say that I am. I appreciate that. Another surprisingly difficult question. What kind of games do I normally like? Ouch. Ugh. Oh, I was just popping my elbow because I'm sitting in an awkward position. Nice. Wasn't expecting that to get clean already. Yes. Yeah. Every time you finish one of these sections, it'll give you money. Like that one got me 25. Get down there. There we go. Come on. Generally, finishing a job will, when you finish up an entire task, it'll give you a bonus amount. Like, oh, here's an extra like 500 or 600, depending on how hard the game decided that one would be. Or I guess how hard the in-game characters decide it would be, because one time there was I think at the end of the last stream, there was a very, like, cartoonishly difficult to clean, like, penny farthing bicycle, and you get $10 just total for cleaning that one. And if it wasn't so funny, I'd have been annoyed. The problem with it was that it was, the thing about it? All the spots that needed to be cleaned were very, narrow. No. Just walked off the dang edge. Nope. Nope. I just really like that game. I'd say they are, yeah. Love those little guys. They're just a collectible, but you know, sometimes you just hear a collectible and you hear the sound that makes it like, oh, I love that sound. You just, if you collected, in the first one, if you collected all of them in a level, nope, they just sort of stood there and they'll shout, help! And in the second, and in the first one, if you collect all of them in a level, you get one of the important end game collectibles, like all those ones, the jigsaw pieces. And in the second one, if you collect all of a certain color, because they're hidden randomly with random colors throughout the whole game, you'll get a collectible. And each color has a variable amount, like, you know, there's like 6 purples and there's 1 white and 3 black ones, I think. Are you kidding me? These joists are all their own individual. Yeesh. No, that's just the one that has the like base picture. Makes it easy to get a picture of. Am I missing dirt? Where? Man. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Can I set this under here? I can. Wonderful. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead with the assumption that it was just straight up. No? No, it's not that. Alright. So Twisty, maybe Twisty will find it. Maybe not, however. Maybe. Oh, I found it. That's great. Ouch. There's lots of things. That's another thing. Is it's just like. That's the problem. That's what I need to. I don't know. That's another thing is I generally don't sort of think about these sort of things. I just do or don't, and yeah, no, I assumed at least. I just never sort of think about this sort of thing. What kind of things do I like? You know what? That's something. In a similar sense to Banjo-Kazooie, despite what all the people who are like, oh, you know, it just kind of sucked say, I do still like Banjo-Kazooie's spiritual successor, Yooka-Laylee. That's a good game. It's just... It's trying too hard to be Donkey Kong 64, which I did not care for that much. Yeah, yeah. It was very mini-games centric. And that was its main problem, is that it's like too many mini-games. Just let me play the regular game. Another problem that I had was that I played the Switch version and as much as I like the Nintendo Switch, it's just not as powerful. And you'd think like, well, this is a game that's like, you know, designed to be like an N64 game. It shouldn't need to be that powerful, but it did. It crashed multiple times. Every time that I took the controller, or every time I took it out of handheld and put it in the dock, I'd have to do, like, restart the game because it would disconnect the controller. Otherwise, it's a pretty good game. You know, that's sort of just how things are. Sometimes things are good even in spite of being bad, and sometimes things are bad in spite of everyone saying that they're great. That's just how stuff goes. That's my brother. He got home from work and he just opened a drink. Yeah. Because our streaming setup is in the living room. Let's see if we can find the random piece of dirt on this one. I can understand that, like, both people not wanting to and also wanting to hear it. It can be difficult to get introspective on yourself to find out, like, what kind of things do I like? How do I explain the things I like? Especially since, to some extent, people are sort of taught that, like, liking things in general, it's like, oh, you don't want to let people know you like things. To an extent. Like, you know, liking things, oh, okay, that's fine. But, like, letting everyone know you like stuff is like, what? Huh? Oh, I guess. It's like the shame of being known or liking stuff. It's that kind of stuff. Yeah, I understand conceptually that. Oh. Yeah, it can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was the idea. Those sunglasses. Like, haha, yeah, we're feeling cool now. He was, he belched. I don't know if that was audible.
Yeah, I was taking credit for me belching, not for anything else.
Haha, your belch wasn't audible.
I'm just gonna have to do it louder.
That happens. It sure wasn't. Oh yeah, he belched again and then said that it wasn't louder at all because it was very quiet. Oh no, that's a different one. I have 3 younger brothers.
Ooh, this towel.
Oh, well my hair's dry, so that's fine. Where the heck am I still missing dirt and grime on this? Oof. There we go. What, this one's gonna get done? I don't remember. Irrelevant. Ah, nasty up there. Personally, I'm a big fan of the chocolate Pop-Tarts. The chocolate fudge, I believe, is the official term. They're good ones. They're pretty good. I like them. Some good news still on the table. Not usually, no. Like an action game, sure, but like, not if the whole thing is action. Like I've played plenty of like games like that, but like, I'm not a huge fan of those. Like bigger ones kind of game. What's the one I need? Like ones that have like. Honestly, I don't know. I was just sort of saying the words that felt right. I honestly, I forgot what I said seconds ago. I guess I mean like a big money kind of game, like a game that generally, like, you know, they put like a bunch of money into making it to be like, oh, look at this, it looks great, but it's like it's just it's the same game they make every year.
Like the
Every
AAA kind of business?
Yeah, like those kind of games. Yeah. Like how there's functionally no difference between a Call of Duty, the first one, and whatever the most recent one was, but like, oh, their like fan base will be like, oh well, there's a huge difference. It's like, is there really though? It's like, sure, it's the graphics and the maps. It's like, yeah, that's the story's hardly ever enough to keep the plot of games like that going. Sort of, like that could potentially, like, if that is actually something that is going on where they're like, oh, yo, we're just not going to make a new game every year. Instead, we're going to make one game and just update it over and over again. It's like, that could be good, but it could also bring about things like Fortnite's Battle Pass thing, where it's like, oh, okay, here, you pay us $20, and if you play enough over a certain amount of time, you'll get all this stuff in this. But if you don't play enough, oh, your $20 is basically gone down the drain. Ha ha ha, hee ha ha. Oops, who cares? They don't care. Well, they do care about money. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, my hand has gone numb. Oh well. Now it's not numb because I took it off the spot that was numbing it for a few seconds. Ooh. Okay, so those are two separate railings. Good, good, good. Well, amongst other things, I think I'd have to have known them for a while. Like, that'd be a big thing there, like... Like if I just met someone, there's no way I'm gonna know them well enough to feel any sort of thing like that about them. Hmm. Oof. Yes, excellent. Oh, it's no problem. Sometimes it's good and all that, you know? For both parties, for all parties involved. Hmm. It's it's interesting. Fair, fair. I mean, I just for the most part with me, I just never have had much of a chance to find out like what it means beyond like the base explanation, like that really. Yeah, yeah, I suppose. Alright, ouch. It is, soap that just landed on the ground that way when I worked at McDonald's, where I was emptying a mop bucket and it just sort of did a question mark, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I have to take a picture of that. Oh, I hate when it's just got a few specks and you can't find them. Especially since it's so lenient with like how much you have to actually clean off of these things to get it to count as clean. Yeah, yeah. It was really hard to hit it, and there was like, it was hard to find what you actually had to hit. It's like if I press the tab button, all the dirt will glow, but like it was such a small area that I could not see any dirt whenever it was. Yeah. Oh, this whole floor here. So. Yes, because you only hit 5 stars once you've completed everything. Once everything has been considered to be completed. All I have left is, I think, the underside. Sort of. Like, I think in terms of identity, most of the other things go above that one in terms of how important they are to me. Oh, I honestly don't know. I never thought about that. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it's just the floor now. Oh, it's about 6. Well, I actually have prior engagements that I have to do for now, and if I go back, yes, I should be able to resume right back from where I was. So just for fun, I'm gonna do this one again, but with soap. Oh, no problem. This one should be real quick and fun. Not using the multi-purpose, we're using glass to clean the windows. And you yours. And hey, maybe leave a follow if you enjoyed what you saw. If you haven't already, it doesn't tell me, like, I don't get the notification when that happens. Well, okay then. Soap. Ah. I suppose that makes sense. No, plastic metal. Depends on the context, really. Like, generally, I like to have stuff like that at the end of the, day. Oh, the time lapse, I forgot about it. One of the best parts. Alright. As I said, this will be the end of the stream. Where the heck's the end stream? There we go. That's where it is. All right. Yeah. This is. I guess that's the end of it. As I said, maybe leave a follow if you if you were having what yeah. I got my other stuff. I'll see you next time. I'll be streaming again Friday probably. See you next time.